You took the A out of Barbara. Why?
Because I didn't want to change my name. I never liked the name Barbra Streisand, but I couldn't live with a false name.
Barbra Sands or Barbara...
Yeah, right. I couldn't live with that. So all I did was take out one A, and I became the only Barbara in the world, even though I didn't change my name from Barbara to Barbara.
It's so interesting that with nothing there that should have given you the kind of confidence, the kind of feeling that you have even to this day, I'm right, I know I'm right, that you had it.
Well, when I was a little girl, I would sit on the stoops of Brooklyn with the other girls in the neighborhood, and we would harmonize songs to the hit parade, you know? And I was known as the kid on the block with the good voice. So, I mean, I knew I had a good voice.
And then at 18, was 18 that first Broadway show? I Can Get It For Your Wholesale? 19. And the record album in 1963, which made you, I think, the largest selling female record star in history, wasn't it?
The youngest.
The youngest, okay.
I just read that in the newspaper, by the way.
Well, I've just been doing all my homework, that's why I know it. Suddenly, from all of this to enormous success, did you say, why me?
It confused me because I was a personality before I became a person.
Yeah.
It was in the height of my adolescence, so I never had an adolescence. My life was changed.
Looking back, because it all happened when you were 18, 19, that you missed anything? You never dated, really. You never had the kind of adolescent experiences.
I've just gotten past my adolescence, actually.
Now? In what way?
Well, just... I feel myself becoming whole. I feel myself maturing as a woman. Everything's coming together. And I think I'm developing more of a sense of humor about it all. You know, that's why I'm used to being called these names, or difficult, or whatever they say, you know. That used to really, really bother me. And now it almost amuses me. My son, I'm very proud of my son, who's growing up, and...
Jason?
And he's very talented.
Filmmaker?
Yeah, he's made a couple of films already. He's very sensitive, he's very kind, he's very thoughtful, he's very sweet, he's a mensch. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, a mensch.
A solid person.
A solid, yeah. Someone you feel good about.
Somebody you can count on is a mensch.
When you are professionally in control, you know you're right. You stand up for what you think is right. What happens in your private life? What happens in your relationship with men? Do you ever find yourself asking questions where you know the answer, or being sort of deliberately, you know, trying to appear more vulnerable?
Oh, God.
No.
I don't have to try to appear any more vulnerable. No. No, I think when I was younger, perhaps, I thought that's what men wanted, you know. The cliche view of what a woman is. I have no time for that now, and that's wonderful about getting older. You know, you realize those are ridiculous roles to play.
The relationship with John Peters. I want to quote from something that John Huston said, the director John Huston.
John Huston talks about John Peters?
John Huston talked about John Peters, okay? He did an interview with Playboy magazine in which he was asked how he felt about you as a director. And he said, and I quote, "Yentl was extraordinary, but for some reason Hollywood turned against her. Perhaps because she had some romantic hookup with this guy, John Peters, who was her hairdresser, and they were calling the shots. There was a lack of sympathy toward her." That's his quote.
It's a shame, again, you know. I mean, didn't one of the biggest Hollywood moguls, he started as a shoe salesman. Was it Mayer or Metro or Goldwyn or somebody? People don't seem to want to forget what your roots were, some, you know, a way to make fun of you in some way. It's not very fair.
Is intimacy hard for you?
Not
Is
at
it
this
hard
point
to
in my
trust?
life. No. No.
Was it?
Oh, yeah, sure. But time, is my friend, so it's helped me.
Do you want permanence in your life?
What do you mean by permanent?
I guess what I'm getting at is, do you want to be married again? It's been a long time.
To you?
Yes.
You do? I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure.
What's missing? What don't you have?
What don't I have? I don't have more children.
I'd read that you had said you might want to adopt a little girl.
I've been thinking about it. That would be nice. I would be a better parent now than when I was in my early 20s to a young child.
Where do you see yourself 10 years from now?
Probably digging my own garden for some reason, planting my own vegetables. Or maybe directing a film with my little girl next to me. I don't know.